Kaiju. What does this term mean? The Japanese translates as strange beast. In general, they are gigantic creatures, impossibly large. They can be good guys, bad guys, divine, neutral, or a combination of those elements. They might be naturally occurring, of alien origin, or the product of human activity, both accidental and intentional. The most famous examples are Godzilla, Gamera, Mothra, and Ghidorah. But there are dozens of others that can be seen throughout Japanese cinema, from the early days of suit animation and miniatures to modern CGI. There is a wide range of kaiju-related entertainment to be enjoyed. There is one kaiju movie, however, that might well be the strangest of all. Not in terms of the titular kaiju itself, but in how the film got made, and the secret message hidden in the film as revenge. The movie is called Pulgasari. Here is the synopsis. A king is oppressing his people, taking away food, tools, and weapons to ensure his own prosperity. The people are going hungry, and a rebellion is brewing. The best blacksmith in the land is imprisoned to stop him from aiding insurgents. In his cell, he crafts a tiny figurine and prays to unknown gods for aid. Before his execution, he is able to pass this figurine on to his daughter. One night, while repairing some things at home, the daughter sticks her finger with a needle. A drop of blood falls onto the figurine, which comes to life and begins eating her sewing needles. This tiny creature is Pulgasari, and he eats metal. Recognizing that this might be the salvation they've been waiting for, the daughter and other villagers begin feeding Pulgasari metal, including buckets and tools, and it continues to grow. When soldiers come to execute another rebel leader, Pulgasari leaps into action and eats the executioner's sword. As he continues to grow, Pulgasari becomes more and more of a threat to the king. He sends forces to attack Pulgasari, and after various events take place, the now massive Pulgasari destroys the army and kills the king. The people are free. However, Pulgasari is still hungry. At first happy to care for their savior, the people slowly realize that as they give up their tools in an effort to find metal to feed Pulgasari, they cannot build anything, nor can they grow crops for food. The people are starving again. The daughter understands that Pulgasari has become as much as, if not more of, a threat than the king and his army. Going to a temple with a huge iron bell, the daughter begins ringing the bell, knowing that the sound of metal ringing out will attract Pulgasari. When she hears his massive footfalls approaching, she climbs into the bell to hide. Pulgasari snatches up the bell and devours it, swallowing the daughter and killing her. As it was her blood that brought him to life, the magic is undone and Pulgasari crumbles to dust. The spirit of the tiny Pulgasari returns to the daughter, lying dead on the ground after having saved her people again. The end. That is a great story. And the way the kaiju is realized is an amazing example of what the genre can do, especially for a film made in the 1980s. What makes this the strangest kaiju movie, though? It was made in North Korea, under orders from Kim Jong-il, then the son and heir apparent of the country, under his father Kim Il-sung. Wanting to be known as a great film producer, in 1978, Kim Jong-il arranged the kidnapping of South Korean filmmaker Shin Sang-ok, after first kidnapping Shin's former wife, actress Choi Eun-hee. During their stay in North Korea, the two remarried after Kim Jong-il suggested it. Shin directed 7 films for Kim Jong-il, with Pulgasari being the final film in 1985. A team of employees from Japan's Toho Studios were responsible for the special effects, connecting Pulgasari to that legendary kaiju creator. In 1986, Shin and Choi managed to finally escape from North Korea, ending their 8 years of abduction. They eventually reintegrated into South Korean society. You have to admit, the background of Pulgasari makes it the strangest kaiju film ever made. One more thing. I guess Kim Jong-il was too stupid or too full of himself to notice the subtle revenge that Shin got by making Pulgasari. Kim Il-sung supposedly liberated the North Korean people by implementing communism. In actuality, he declared himself a living god and set up a totalitarian theocratic regime. He and his son, Kim Jong-il, and now grandson, Kim Jong-un, focused the country's efforts and resources on their own prosperity and the advancements of North Korea's military, all while the people starved. The Kim dynasty was not the savior of the people. The Kim dynasty was Pulgasari itself, acting under the guise of a savior, while consuming everything the people worked hard for and needed to survive. If you give all resources to the military, as the villagers gave all of their tools to Pulgasari, the result can only be stagnation and starvation. The plot of the film reads like a condemnation of everything the Kim dynasty built up, and Kim Jong-il didn't notice. Thanks for watching. See you next time.